Central Virginia's longest-running high school academic quiz show. Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529 College Savings Plan. And now, host Cheryl Miller.
Hello and good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here for Battle of the Brains. I'm Cheryl Miller. We're excited to be able to bring you a brand new season of Battle, and as with a lot of things these days, we have had to make changes to the way our academic challenges played due to the pandemic situation. Our competition, though, continues to welcome teams from schools all across the Commonwealth of Virginia. Joining us remotely, today's teams are the Spartans of the Steward School, coached by Eric Hopp. The Steward School is a private day school in western Henrico County, just outside the city of Richmond. Covering pre-K through 12th grade students, the school is large enough, administration says, to provide resources to explore interests across academics, athletics, and the arts, and small enough to allow for personalized attention to pursue those interests. Also with us remotely today, the Space Hamsters of Walk in Truth Home Educators. Their coaches are Mandy Renfro and Cindy Beasley. The Walk in Truth Home Educators team is made up of homeschooled students from across the Metro Richmond region. They are a faith-based cooperative. And it's so good to have all of these students with it remotely today. Now, because we can't all be together, here's how the game has changed. We will still have toss-up rounds, but questions will be directed to each student, alternating between teams. And there will be no point deduction for any incorrect answers. All right, teams, so good to have you here with us. Let's start with the first toss-up round. The first question goes to Steward School and Drew. Drew, this test uses 3 multicolored components, one of which consists of 5 black on white images. Name this psychological test employing ink blots.
Braille.
I'm sorry, repeat for me, please.
Braille.
It's actually called a Rorschach test. All right, Walk in Truth, Noah. Originally written for a ballet and named for a Spanish dance, this musical piece consists of one long crescendo. What is this composition by Maurice Ravel? The tune is called Bolero. All right, Steward School, George. Selling more than 9 million copies, who is the theoretical physicist who wrote the landmark book, A Brief History of Time? And that would be Stephen Hawking. Walk in Truth, Gabriel. Sudden constriction of the airways is a hallmark of what lung disease often managed with an inhaler?
Asthma?
Asthma is correct. Steward School, Jake. What Tony Award-winning musical and 2008 movie features songs by the Swedish group ABBA?
Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia is correct. Walk in Truth, Evan. First celebrated in 1986, whose birthday is a national U.S. holiday observed on the 3rd Monday in January?
Abraham Lincoln.
That would be Martin Luther King Jr. All right, Steward School and Zach. What is the collective name of the 24 bones that form a cage protecting the thoracic cavity?
Ribs.
Repeat for me, please.
The ribs.
Ribs is correct, yes. Walk in Truth, Miles. What is the only NFL team named for religious figures? And that would be the New Orleans Saints. Steward School, in July of 2020, philanthropist Mackenzie Scott, the ex-wife of Jeff Bezos, gave a $30 million gift to what HBCU located on the Virginia Peninsula?
Hampton University.
Hampton is correct. And over to Walk in Truth and Noah. What is the process of declining a noun to show the existence of 2 or more items or to show possession? And that would be pluralization. Steward School, George. Represented by a signature gold key, this college honor society was founded in 1776 at the College of William and Mary. Name this first collegiate Greek letter fraternity.
Sigma.
That would be Phi Beta Kappa. Walk in Truth, Gabriel. What is the northernmost country on the African continent whose capital is Tunis?
Brindisi? No, never mind. No, I don't know.
That would be Tunisia. Steward School, Jake, you may need your pencil and paper for this. What is the slope of the line with the equation y equals 4?
0.
Repeat, please.
0.
0 is correct, yes. Walk in Truth, we're going to go to Evan. Alan Dulles, George H.W. Bush, and Mike Pompeo are former directors of which American agency concerned with foreign espionage and intelligence gathering?
CIA.
CIA is correct. Stewart, and that buzzer means the end of our first toss-up round. Good job by our team so far. Coming up next, we'll meet today's players, and then they'll take on the category round here on Battle of the Brains. Stay with us.
Welcome back to Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529 College Savings Plan.
And here are the scores following the first toss-up round here on Battle of the Brains. The Steward School with 40 points and Walk in Truth Home Educators with 20 points. We'll get back to our match just ahead, but first we want to introduce you to today's players. First, our team from the Steward School. Their coach is Eric Hopp, and they are the Spartans. We begin with Drew Thompson, who is a senior. Drew is hoping to attend the Naval Academy to pursue a career as an officer or an economist. He's founder and president currently of the school's History Club, and he says he enjoys all things related to military history. Next up is the team captain, George Goldstein, who is a senior. George wants to join an ROTC program and major in economics and computer science, eventually becoming a military officer. His ultimate goal is to create some technology that will help make all of our lives a little better. We wish you luck in that. Jake Pildis is a junior. He's been playing the violin for 13 years, guitar for 3. In addition to music, Jake says he enjoys all things movie. Jake hopes to attend Ohio State University to study economics. And wrapping up our team from the Steward School is Zach Topich, who is a senior. He follows English soccer, American football, and ice hockey. A sports enthusiast, he enjoys writing and composing songs for his 80-influenced indie pop project called Ross Island, and they're hoping to release a first single soon. We wish you luck with that. That is our team from the Steward School. Now let's meet our team joining us today from Walk in Truth Home Educators. They are the Space Hamsters. Good to have you here. Their coaches are Mandy Renfro and Cindy Beasley. First up is Noah Renfro, who is a junior. He says he's a huge Star Wars fan. He enjoys making costumes, drawing, and playing soccer. He plays the trombone and ukulele and is actively involved with his church's sound team and youth group. Next up is the team captain, Gabriel Beard, who is a senior. Gabriel's hobbies include stage production, amateur stargazing, robotics, and he does like the great outdoors. Evan Beasley is a sophomore. He also is a Star Wars enthusiast. He likes collecting old books and studying history from ancient Israel to modern America. And he's currently into genealogy, currently trying to find some new cousins out there. I don't know, Evan, maybe we're related in there somewhere. You never know. And Miles McCrae is a sophomore wrapping up our team. He is also a musician. He plays violin and organ and composes digital music. He is from Louisa County, a homeschooler, and enjoys high adventure backpacking and canoeing trips. He is an outdoorsman. That is our Walk in Truth Home Educators team joining us today. And now for our category round, each team will select one 10-question category from today's choices. If a team gets all of its questions correct in the allotted time, they'll receive a 20-point bonus. Teams, take a look here at today's categories from which you may choose. They are romantic pairs, the letter X, and father figures. And we do note that in this round, only the captains can officially answer for their team, though they may confer with their teammates to try to come up with those correct answers. And our high score team will get first choice of category. That is the Steward School. So, George, if you could quickly talk it over with your teammates and let me know what category you would like to play.
Father figures? All right, we're going to go with father figures.
All right, identify the following fatherly associations. First, the month in which Father's Day is celebrated.
June.
The answer is June.
Correct. English father of modern prose fiction, author of Robinson Crusoe.
Pass.
That's Daniel Defoe, character who said, "No, I am your father."
Darth Vader.
That's correct. Father of English poetry and author of the Canterbury Tales.
Geoffrey Chaucer.
Geoffrey Chaucer is our answer.
Yes, correct. Father of modern genetics.
Mendel.
Yeah, Mendel.
Mendel is our answer.
Mendel is correct. Gregor Mendel. Father of the periodic table.
Mendeleev, right?
Mendeleev, right?
Yeah,
Dmitri?
Mendeleev.
Mendeleev is our answer.
That is correct. Dmitri Mendeleev. The father of our country, America.
George Washington.
George Washington is our answer.
Correct. 20th century spiritual leader known as the father of India.
Gandhi.
Gandhi is our answer.
Gandhi is correct. Mohandas Gandhi. Father of multi-track recording and the electric guitar.
Les Paul. Yeah.
Les Paul is our answer.
Repeat for me, please.
Les Paul.
Les Paul is correct. All right, good job on that category round. And now we go to Walk in Truth homeschoolers and romantic pairs or the letter X. Gabriel, what would you and your team like to play? You can quickly talk it over.
Do you want letter X, right?
Letter X. Yeah, letter X. Letter X.
We'll take letter X, please.
All right. Identify each of the following, all of which begin with the letter X. The first is element represented by the symbol XE.
Xenon.
Answer is Xenon, please.
Correct. Fear of strangers.
Xenophobia.
Xenophobia is their answer.
That's correct. Photocopy machine company.
Our answer is Xerox.
Correct. Photons used for radiography.
X-rays.
Answer is X-rays.
Correct. A percussion instrument played with two small mallets.
Xylophone.
Xylophone.
Our answer is xylophone.
Correct. 3 letters describing the scandal during the John Adams administration.
XYZ.
XYZ is our answer.
Correct. King of Persia and son of Darius I.
Our answer is Xerxes.
Correct. Chinese president currently.
Xiaoping?
Our answer
No. Because it has to start with an X.
That would
Yeah,
be
sure.
Xi Jinping. Woody vascular tissue of a plant.
Pass.
That's the xylem. And like a number line, the horizontal component of the Cartesian coordinate system.
The X line.
X-axis.
X-axis. X-axis is our answer.
X-axis is correct. And good job by both of our teams with the category round. Up next, we'll have another toss-up round here when we come back with more Battle of the Brains.
Welcome back to Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529 College Savings Plan.
And here are the scores following the category round here on Battle of the Brains. Steward School with 80 points and Walk in Truth Home Educators with 60 points. And now it's back to Battle of the Brains and another toss-up round. And again, questions are directed now this season to individual players and alternating between teams. And there is no point deduction for an incorrect answer. We're going to start this toss-up round with the Steward School. Zach, you get the first question. Which word identifies the following: a reef or low island and the painted free throw area on the basketball court near the basket?
Let's hold.
That is the key. All right, Walk in Truth, Miles. The Moon Temperance, the Fool, Death, Justice, and the Hanged Man are some of the 78 cards in what kind of deck often used by fortune tellers? Those are tarot cards. Steward School, Drew. What name is given to the 6 generally unreactive elements whose lightest member is helium?
The noble gases.
That is correct, noble gases. Walk in Truth, Noah. At the beginning of World War I, name the only country in West Africa that was an independent nation. And that would be Liberia. Steward School, George. Which actor-director is remembered for his appearance at the 2012 Republican National Convention where he famously talked to a vacant chair? That would be Clint Eastwood. Walk in Truth, Gabriel. What American president had a sign on his desk in the Oval Office with the inscription, "The buck stops here"?
Andrew Jackson.
That would be Harry S. Truman. Steward School, Jake. The Prime Meridian is an imaginary semicircle on Earth that connects the North and South poles while passing through what city in England?
London.
That would be Greenwich. Walk in Truth, Evan. It is on the west end of Long Island across the Verrazano Narrows Bridge from Staten Island. Which of New York's 5 boroughs is the most populous and has a namesake bridge to Manhattan?
The Bronx.
That would be Brooklyn. Steward School, Zach. While it isn't known who gave the first order, "Don't fire until you see the whites of their eyes," it is known that the whites of the eyes are called what? And that would be the sclera. Walk in Truth, Miles. 2 NBA franchises are now tied for the most championship titles with 17 each. Name either one. That would be the Boston Celtics and the LA Lakers. Steward School, Drew. To be disrespectful of something with religious significance is sacrilegious. Spell sacrilegious.
SECRILEGIOUS.
That is incorrect. It's actually SACRILEGIOUS, sacrilegious. Walk in Truth, Noah. The automobile brand Lexus is manufactured by which automaker? And that would be Toyota. Steward School, George. What famous Virginia historical landmark home name means Little Mountain in Italian?
Monticello.
That is correct, Monticello. Walk in Truth, Gabriel. In the biological classification, there are 8 major taxonomic ranks. What is the name given to the classification between phylum and order?
Class.
Class is correct. And that buzzer means one more toss-up round ahead, and we'll have today's winner here on Battle of the Brains. Stay right here.
Welcome back to Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529 College Savings Plan.
Here are the scores as we head into the final round here on Battle of the Brains. The Steward School with 100 points and Walk in Truth Home Educators with 70 points. For this final toss-up round, the point score for a correct answer is doubled, and there is no deduction for an incorrect answer. And again, in this virtual version of Battle of the Brains, we're directing questions to individual students and alternating between the teams. All right, we're going to start this final toss-up round with the Steward School and Jake. Jake, because of his COVID-19 response as well as his moderate policies, Republican Governor Larry Hogan spiked a 70% approval rating. What state, home to the U.S. Naval Academy, does he serve? And that would be Maryland. Walk in Truth, Evan, you may need your pencil and paper for this one. What number is equivalent to the fraction 3 to the 4th power divided by 3 squared?
9.
9 is correct. Steward School, Zach. If mitosis were not to occur in both a male and female human and their sperm and egg were to unite to form a zygote, how many chromosomes would the zygote have?
23.
It would be 92. Walk in Truth, Miles. Rio de Janeiro hosted the games of the 31st Olympiad in 2016. In these games, 2 sports were added to the competitions. Name either one.
Pole vaulting.
They would be golf and rugby. Stewart School, Drew. Only 4 books of the Bible have 50 or more chapters. Name any one of them.
Exodus.
Though they are Genesis, Psalms, Isaiah, and Jeremiah. Walk in Truth, Noah. Ecclesiastes is a book in the Old Testament of the Bible. Spell Ecclesiastes.
ECCLESTIASES.
It is ECCLESIASTES, Ecclesiastes. Steward School, George, what number is associated with the varieties of the H.J. Heinz Company?
57.
57 varieties is correct. Walk in Truth, Gabriel. While he had no formal education, in 1805, this man created the original thesaurus. Name him.
Roger.
That is correct, Peter Mark Roget. Stewart School and Jake, in literature, name the waistcoat-wearing, pocket watch-checking inhabitant of Arthur Lewis Carroll's Wonderland who obsesses on punctuality.
The White Rabbit.
That is correct. Walk in Truth, Evan. Name the 1960s Soviet leader who got the world's attention when he pounded his shoe on the delegate desk at the United Nations.
Gorbachev.
That would be a little earlier, Nikita Khrushchev. Steward School, Zach. In Greek mythology, there were 4 chief gods who represented the 4 directions of the wind. Which of the 4 was considered the god of the north wind?
Apollo.
Repeat for me, please.
Apollo.
No, that would be Boreas. All right, Walk in Truth, Miles. Dalit is the modern, politically correct term for what lowest traditional caste of Indian society?
Peasant.
Those would be the untouchables, or the Harijan. Steward School, Drew, by far, what organization based in Arlington County employs the most people in Virginia?
Amazon.
It would be the U.S. military. Got to think bigger than that. Walk in Truth, Noah. Tornadoes, unlike hurricanes, are rated on a scale of F0 to F5. What is the name of this scale? And that is the Fujita scale. And that buzzer is the end of our game. While our judges double check for the final score, we want to remind you how to stay connected to Battle of the Brains. If you'd like to find out more about our show, just log on to battleofthebrains.net. You'll also find Battle of the Brains on Facebook and full episodes of our show on our YouTube page. And as we continue round 1 of our new season of Battle of the Brains, join us next week when we virtually welcome teams from Princess Anne High School of Virginia Beach and Richmond's Maggie Walker Governor's School. Now here's the final score for today's match. Ending the match with a final score of 110 points, our Walk in Truth home educators. Great job today by Noah, Gabriel, Evan, and Miles. And our winners today, the team from the Steward School with a final score of 140 points. Yeah, raise the roof, George. Drew, George, Jake, and Zach, great job today. And we will see you all in the next round. And I'm Cheryl Miller. Thanks so much for watching and playing along on Battle of the Brains. We'll see you back here next Saturday morning. Thanks, teams.
Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529 College Savings Plan.